go.
Butch them live if you want to watch.
Wow, 99 everything? That's crazy. Oh man, this sucks. did a good job building.
It the team doesn't feel that good yet. I'm still figuring out the.
Yeah, some of those 99s, like, they could do have like high awareness or something.
Yeah. Oh, what are you wearing?
I think about that. I think I'm gonna wear all black. I don't usually wear all black. Just for you. Yeah, all black it is.
How am I not changing? There it is.
That's pretty dope. You have red socks?
Yeah. I mean, my socks are all white. I don't like. It says I have different color socks, but they're not different. You know what I mean? If you like cycle through, I have like crimson, anthracite, gray, and white socks, but they're all white.
I don't have any green socks, weirdly. I just have white and black.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into.
All right, good luck.
Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The give to the right. Powers through the defender. And the ball's out, and they're after it. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball secured. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to throw, it's Snyder. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Hurley. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Snyder. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense really needed that opening drive, man. They've given them some yards. The offense has gained some momentum, but nice job in their own territory. Backed up, what do? They get after the quarterback and force the predictable passing 3rd and long situation.
Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cougars! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Got him downfield. Gashes to Hardy. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring this one out. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete on the right side. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. He's loose. Touchdown, North Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the toss. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And how about the wheels? Makes the big play. And listen, Palmer, when you mess up early in the game, you put the ball on the turf, you want to make it up, that's a great way to do it right there.
Yeah, he's been playing motivated, and this coaching staff, they haven't quit on him. They've kept him a big part of the game plan. He's paying off that confidence.
The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Snyder. Pucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Cougars want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Washington State has it all working right now. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Unloads quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he play and run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The Mean Green with a ton of green to cover here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Off the RPO, full right, looking for the change. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job. And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. A shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going
Everybody
to
else
see it in
happy?
this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear
Everybody's muted
in the
when
heart of
they
every
talk.
defense because he's
They're all
got elite
afraid
track
to lose.
speed. He's going to
Oh,
blow
man,
the
I lost.
combine
Look,
up in the
I
40-yard
scored.
dash
So just talk
because of
while
his
you do
wheels.
I scored to
Not
go
able
up
to connect with the quarterback on that
by
one,
4
but you know he has the
with
defense's
50-some
attention.
seconds left. And they scored a touchdown because it was one of those scheduled losses. It was fun.
They'll move the tight end.
By fun, I mean I hate it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Fucking hate you,
I
bitch.
fucked up again, Vinny is safety. I was had my controller down and I fucking couldn't kneel it in the end zone. I guess he ran out of the fucking end zone. I ran back in trying to kneel it.
He kept hurdling like he was fucking in track. I seen
From the
it.
red zone, he's going to throw it. quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. Quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen
I lost my game too, so it sucks because I lost to a unranked team that was better overall than I am, playing at their number 8 stadium where I couldn't audible at all. And couldn't see the passing icons for 90% of my passes. Oh, shit.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now, 4th down.
Brad's still very much in it. That's his Vinny. So.
In the lead or in it?
Well, no, it's
the offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Timeout, North Texas.
So.
And the field goal unit is on the field.
Yeah, that was one of my more frustrating losses.
The lead up to 5 in the 2nd quarter.
What's that?
That was one of my more frustrating losses.
But they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum, not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Snyder. Throws to the
Picking
wideout.
up the pieces.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Operators.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Oh, I have it.
Floating away. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Your quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further?
Your map with the
Pop
loot
that sucker.
category.
Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then
Oh,
good
it's my map.
stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The toss to the outside. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the 2nd quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And he's up by 5 into the second. In the start of the second. You guys watching or what?
I am now.
No
Whose stream should I watch?
Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the
Tumbleweed
43,
Butch,
I wonder if
Jesus
they
Butch,
already
it's
know
just
they'll
a
go for it
tumbleweed.
if they don't make it here.
Get scared.
Yeah.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
North Texas really has it going on offense.
I don't want to shoot you, bud. Really?
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Real
The defense
boy.
wouldn't let him
Yeah.
loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct,
There are no
running
fake
down the
boys
hill
in
and
the
making
game.
a
It's
tackle.
all
North Texas
either
now
bots
has a
or
ton
like
of
the
work to do
robots.
here on 2nd down.
bots.
Yeah, there are robots who come kill me.
They make
Fuck
the
this.
stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to
Right.
move the sticks.
It's like Goat Simulator.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
God damn it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious
Bitches,
arm
I'm not
strength
scared.
shown there.
Oh man, it looks scary.
You
Oh
got to be
boy.
careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd
Yeah,
down,
watch
you know, you
out.
see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Just drives it between the uprights.
What a field goal.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the option. He'll toss it. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Just where it needs to be.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
What's this fuck? Fallout 76, the ghoul. Walton Goggins. Yeah.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Snyder. Using the quick game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have
Is there anyone that fits their
down,
name more
mark
than
it at
Walton
the 40.
Goggins? You look at the guy, he looks like a Walton Goggins.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you what a Walton Goggins looks like.
But they're the favorite for a reason.
That man.
Walton Goggins.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a
Pretty
couple
darn good
shorter
at anything
throws.
he's at.
They're just trying to
Yeah.
suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage,
Agreed.
anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They think there's room to run
Gogging
to
it
the
up
right
and
here.
everything he does.
They'll give him one to
Gogs
the
the Walt.
28-yard line.
You know what I mean?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's
Playing right
3rd
now?
and long.
Yeah. I was going through, downloaded NHL 26 for Emma.
Reads it, fires complete.
It's really wants to play hockey games now, and I'm like, listen, it's a steep learning curve.
Washington
I
State
don't want you to
going
hate
quickly.
yourself. She's playing 25.
Doesn't have to play against
Right,
other
but
people.
she was playing 25, and it's so frustrating for her, but
Defense looks as if it's coming.
Set it
Now
to
from
the
inside the red zone.
patrol
They're
wheeler.
working that left side. They
It's
go
on
up
rookie.
top to get it down to the 5-yard
I
line
know,
as they
but I'm
try to
saying
pay
do
off
the
this drive. On 1st and goal, let's see if
ID.
Washington State can get it in.
I tried to find it in the settings. No, she was in a game, so I'm curious if that didn't let you
Yeah.
change it in the game, but
He'll
it lets
ride
you
his
only
man
do
on
the total
option.
control, skill, and whatever
Down the
the other
bench.
third one is. But
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Fucking just caught a timeout like an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing.
As they get set to snap it, time
Yes,
winding
hi.
down here in the quarter. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback
I
sneak.
watched Zach fucking let this field goal thing just plop for an
We've
hour.
been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
He's up by
Not
7.
only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too
Yeah.
is time as we open the fourth. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll send the back in motion. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback may change this route.
Brad just gave him the old Walton Goggins.
He gogged him.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more
Whenever I saw
accurate,
Goggins, that's what it was.
North Texas lining up, facing third and long. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it.
Oh,
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Go for it. What the hell we hit the pause menu for?
Man, what a riveting match Vinny and I have going here. You said he might need to pause for a little bit, so I'm just patiently waiting. He didn't say anything, though. Man, I can't believe he stuffed me. I thought for sure he'd think that I would run outside, and I was trying to fucking run right up the middle again. Damn. All of us have really good run D.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead.
yeah.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. North Texas will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off. Here they come, and it gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalposts looming over their shoulder.
I got the ball. How's it roughing the kicker? I got the fucking ball.
That's crazy.
Can't you touch the kicker if you get the ball?
You get the ball first, yeah. No, that's NFL rules.
Damn it.
Did you touch ball second?
Yeah, because it bounced and another guy got it.
Yeah, I think if you hit the ball first and then hit the kicker, you're in the clear.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. Still running at the 40. And he's down at the 41. That's a first
What?
down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
North Texas really has it going
Shit,
on
Dex is in now
offense.
too.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Butch, load up, Joe.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Downloaded.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right? Or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I think I don't know if
He'll try it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3
plays
yards
active
on the
or
play.
Butch, you cock ass.
sorry that I bought EA Play so that we could play this, and then people never played, so I fucking wasted it.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long.
$28 for the actual game. Right.
Unions are united. Or you can play $5.99 and we just play a little bit.
Fine.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's straight downfield. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout.
Whoa!
This offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory.
That my patch is not going to change.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They want to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Running through contact. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Mean Green now facing the meanest of problems on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. South Alabama is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Snyder. Right down the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quick completion to the right. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Trying to figure out the
Kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll ride him out of
new
bounds
system
after
here.
the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Clubs.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Snyder. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
And a few
Our
anxious
text
moments, but the hands
contains
team is able to
profanity.
fall on it.
They don't. Oh man, they won't accept the ends. They won't accept the ends.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, what the fuck did you do in that kickoff?
I was trying to kneel, and he wouldn't kneel, and I got pissed, so I kept just jumping in the end zone, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I just give up safety.
You didn't realize you went out of the end zone to begin with this, Dave.
Yeah, I didn't think I went out of the end zone, but he must have just touched outside.
Everybody lost this week, but who?
Vinny.
There you go, Vinny.